What's good, people? We back at it. We back on schedule. It's your boy Beast No Supplement with my man, my brother from another, Don Sasson.
What's happening? What's happening?
What's good with you?
Ain't nothing, man. You see how Shanahan looking. This is how I'm looking at the whole season. Like, what's going on, man? I don't know how that happened, how we got smoked like that. I blame Nick Mullins. Like I always tell you, bro, I blame Nick Mullins, bro. The defense gets you the ball back and you fumble and you do funny shit. I blame Nick Mullins, man.
Told you, bro. I never trusted that dude. That first year was nice, and then now it's just like, bro.
Eyes are too far apart from my liking, so that's why I can't trust him, man.
I hear you.
What was your favorite game of the weekend?
Let's take a look, bro. Because I mean, it was pretty wild this week. I mean, my picks were disgusting. You know what I'm saying? But
That was
it wasn't that bad. But it's definitely been something bad over the last couple of weeks. But what was a really good game back and forth? You know, it was a good surprising game. Actually, you know, it's more from a defensive standpoint. That Broncos Chiefs game was pretty good.
I mean, I didn't want to watch. I don't care to watch Denver at all. I knew Kansas City was going to win. It was just like, how are they going to win?
Yeah.
That Falcons game wasn't bad, though.
Which one?
That Saints-Falcons game wasn't bad.
No, I mean, it went down to the wire. You know what I'm saying? From a fan perspective, it was probably crazy. From a Saints fan perspective, I was fucking upset.
Why were you upset?
It was two costly fumbles. It was all on Taysom, nobody else. I mean, the defense though, wow. Like, bro, like that's really
championship defense, bro.
That defense is like, yo, I'm really saying it now. Like, don't get me wrong, I have so much respect for Bobby Wagner on the Seahawks, but Demario Davis is the best linebacker in the game, bro.
All right, now you wilding.
Am I really though?
Yeah, bro, you bugging. Demario Davis is not the best, bro. You're wilding.
Right now, who?
Fred Warner's better than him. You know that.
Here we go with the 49ers shit.
But if everybody is saying it, what? Come on, dog. Like, let's really tap it in. Fred Warner is a monster. Sideline to sideline, cover, gets picks, does everything. Chill.
Nah, your boy's a problem. Your boy's he's definitely faster than Davis. That's a fact. But DeMario is just nigga.
He's a beast. I ain't gonna lie to you. He's a beast. I'm not gonna lie, but I wouldn't say he's the best in the game, bro. You bugging.
I'm saying right now, that's the guy I'm taking to
start.
Fred
Warner, you're wilding. You're bucking, bro. You're wilding. I'm gonna die on my soul with that one. One game that I found interesting, which I didn't really watch, but was that Lions Bears game.
Oh man, that was one of my picks that went against me.
It went against me too, though. Don't get me wrong, but it was just like I didn't expect Detroit to come out like that. You feel me? It was a close game throughout, but they just took that fourth quarter, kept it going.
Yeah, and new coach.
Yeah.
So that was nice, and that was like last minute. You know what I'm saying? Like they should not won. You know,
nah, man. But they said it. It was like, yo, now that Patricia's gone, the dictator, quote unquote, everybody's loose, everybody's doing good. Your man AP looking revived. AP doing his thing, so it's like they have a sort of new life to them. Sort of like the Eagles are trying to get that new life with Jalen Hurts.
I heard about that.
I'm gonna keep it a stack, bro. I've never been a fan of Jalen Hurts' game. I like Carson Wentz. I just think that he's having a bad year.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I sound like a hater talking about I don't want him to do well, but I don't think he's gonna do as good as people think that he's going to do.
Honestly, bro, do you remember this dude out of Michigan? You know, he got drafted to Jacksonville, Denard Robinson.
Yeah.
I honestly feel Jalen Hurts is just a few steps above him. Honestly, that's just my personal opinion.
Bro.
Bro, Alabama, you see what happened. Yeah, he did his thing when he went to Oklahoma, but I'm just not a fan of the guy. Like,
no, you wildin'.
Bro.
Robinson, come on, bro.
I'm talking about college-wise.
That's even worse.
College-wise,
Jalen Hurts threw the ball, bro.
Huh?
Jalen Hurts threw the ball.
Yeah, when he got to Oklahoma.
I mean, at least he got it on tape.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I think that they're gonna do well. I don't think that they're gonna do well this week against New Orleans. And the bad thing about it is, you know who I actually compared Jalen Hurts to? Taysom Hill.
Yeah, I mean,
To
from a
me,
physical
he's
standpoint,
a black Taysom Hill.
yeah, probably a little faster. You know what I'm saying? But I don't even know. Taysom is fast as hell, like low key.
Taysom is a dog, man. But that's to me, that's the offense they have to run. And then the bad thing about it is that the Saints practice against the guy. So what advantage are they really gonna have? There's not gonna be any surprise. Like the plays that you run and kind of the offense that you're gonna run is what Taysom Hill's running. So that
Yeah,
element of surprise that people usually have when it's a new quarterback, nah.
yeah, and the
He
thing
did make a
too,
beautiful throw down the sideline when he first came into the game. That first drive, he made a beautiful throw.
that was perfect dime in the end zone. That was cool. That was really good.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, yeah, we understand Carson Wentz is having a bad year. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people talking about it might be a mental thing. Cool, whatever. But that line is still awful. That line is awful.
People think that just because you inject somebody new is gonna be different. Yeah, all right, bro. We're gonna see what's
It's
going
like
on.
sometimes it can bring a new energy, and that's all it can probably do. But we'll see. We'll see what he does.
I don't think he's gonna do anything what he needs to do. Shouts out to the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. Y'all won me some money by going ahead and doing that. They even without OT, I was Gucci. But shouts
Mm-hmm.
out to the Jacksonville Jaguars. Y'all didn't hang it up. Y'all playing hard, and y'all gonna be a problem. And you're gonna be wrecking people's season. That's a word.
Or we gotta talk about some of these upsets though. Where do we start?
Let's start with the upset that didn't happen: the Jets and the Raiders,
Yeah, let's start there.
because that was absolutely disgusting. The Jets, first of all, the Raiders messed up one of my tickets
Mm-hmm.
by keeping it so close. And at that point, I said, look, they should just lose because there's no point in them winning after they messed up my ticket. Fuck them. And then your man Greg Williams, all out blitz right over the. And then the worst thing about it is you leave Henry Ruggs on an island with no safety help over the top. All he has to do is even if he runs just a straight go route, he could smoke your man.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know, man. The Jets. He called that play before though on the other fourth down, and they got a penalty. So I wouldn't say that it's like all his fault because Adam Gase has a big fault in that. But it's like somebody had to go down. But the Raiders, man, I don't like how they looking. They've been
Yeah.
playing bad down to the competition for a couple of weeks in a row, and in the playoffs they come with that shit is over.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. Yeah, he definitely put your man on an island. Ruggs runs a 4-2. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, Greg Williams, he called that play before, and obviously having him as a Saints coach, he likes to blitz. It was a
Yeah,
wild call. But
but
hey,
you know who I blame to keep it a buck with you, bro?
mm,
Adam Gase, because Adam Gase after the game tells, well, like the next day after they fired Greg Williams, talking about, um, when the play call came in, I was distracted. I was talking to someone else, so I couldn't call a timeout. Like, bro, you the head coach. It's the last drive of the game. What are you talking about? How are you distracted as the head coach? Like, I don't understand how people just let that fly and just like, all right, cool. Like, he just obviously didn't get along with Greg Williams. That was a terrible call. But it's like, bro, you're the head coach. You didn't check him. You ran with it, and then after everything goes wrong, you're like, oh nah, it's not good. Like, Adam Gates is such a fucking cornball, man.
nah, he is. He is 100%.
He needs to be a quarterback's coach, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Not even an offensive coordinator.
Facts. But since we on the topic of New York, we got to talk about that New York upset. Wow.
Yeah,
Shout
man.
out to that defense. Wow.
Shout out to the whole team, bro. Cole McCoy did his thing too, bro. Don't sleep
Yeah,
on
he
man.
did.
Cole. Wayne
He did.
Goldman did his thing. He got me some points. I made the fantasy playoffs on 4 out of 4 leagues. You heard? They got
I
to
hear
sign me,
you.
bro. ESPN Fantasy, NFL Live Fantasy, sign me, bro. I deserve to be nationally known because this shit is too easy.
All right. I heard you. Heard you. Heard you.
But yeah, man, the Giants did their thing. I told you, man, Joe Judge got them playing ball. They're physical. and they're disciplined, and they're really like a year or two away. If they get like a dominant pass rusher, because they got Leonard Williams looking like Leonard Williams supposed to look, but they get
That's
a
a fact.
dominant edge rusher, it's over, bro.
That's a fact. And what's his name was really killing. And the thing is, a lot of people don't even know who he is. Like, let me just put that out there. People don't really know who Bradbury was.
That's a
He
fact.
came from Carolina.
That's a fact.
Drew Brees used to torture him twice a year. He's 27 years old. My man came to New York with a new energy, a new vibe.
All right, hold on, time out.
Bro, am I lying?
You're not, but you're talking about Drew Brees. But other games, he used to ball.
Oh,
there's been times when he knocked down Julio.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
In Carolina, it wasn't like he was getting smoked. He's not Josh Norman.
Yeah. Well, Josh Norman had that one All-Pro year because, he's under.
But he wasn't man-to-man in that All-Pro year. He was playing the system. Bradbury was trailing and getting assignments.
Yeah, in Tampa, like, he got in Tampa's ass a lot. I know he got in Tampa's ass a lot.
That's a fact.
Also, it was Winston. I can't see. I got to get the LASIK surgery, but about to eat the W. So I'm just saying.
Nah, but I mean, the Seahawks, to me, the Seahawks got more problems than the Giants did well. Like, people got to understand that the Seahawks, although they generate pass rush by blitzing Jamal Adams and doing all of that, the back end is still shaky, and they're not physical. They're not a physical team. For as much as they want to be a physical team, they're not that. If they want to get 1 yard, they can't get it.
Yeah.
So it's like, just like Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh did the same thing, but we'll talk about them a little later. But I think Seattle has a lot of problems, bro. They're just masked by Russell Wilson throwing the ball all over the place, but they can't run the ball at will. And honestly, they up front, they're just not physical on any side of the ball.
No, you're right. Like, the Giants, they came up to Seattle, and like you said, they out physical them. They're still living off that old identity.
Yep.
That Seattle defense was like, oh, that Seattle offense, ground and pound, strong defense. They still live in that old identity. The Giants didn't give a shit. It's like, nah, we coming in and we'll bust your ass in Seattle.
The whole game.
Yeah, the entire game. So much respect to the Giants.
Shouts out to my man Jabril Peppers, though.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, I seen him balling.
I saw my man Jabril Peppers, man. He's balling. Getting out of Cleveland was the best thing for him.
Oh yeah. New York still won that trade too.
Oh, that's a fact. I mean, one thing I'm gonna tell you, your man Justin Herbert got smoked by that man Belichick.
I said against that rookies. I think he lost one time. Belichick lost.
Huh.
Jesus, 45-0.
Boop, 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 boop. Special teams on fire. It seems like they're finding an identity, and not so much finding an identity, but they're learning how to play together. They're playing complementary football, and they're just like everyone is one. Like, even when the defense scores, the special team scores, you see offensive players going over there getting crazy with them. So that's what makes a team. And that's one thing that people say about Cam. Although it may not be pretty on the field, in the locker room, they fuck with him, bro. They galvanize around him. He makes it lit. You feel me? He makes it fun. So it's like that's a component that people don't really see when you sign a player. You have somebody in your locker room like that, like Quan Alexander. Same thing. He brings that kind of energy.
Yeah, it definitely does.
Him and Demario Davis was getting crazy, hyping each other up.
OD. They made that tandem. Wow. But now you're right.
That energy plays a factor. People don't understand that. And I think that the Patriots are actually going to re-sign him because next year they're going to get their players back from all those opt-outs. And they're going to draft, and free agency is going to go on. So it's going to be good. I think they should re-sign Cam. And if not, you heard it here first, Indianapolis. Because they slowly becoming physical and more physical. I don't think that Phillip Rivers is going to go anywhere, but if he decides to just hang it up, look out.
Yeah. Oh, he only signed a 1-year deal, so we'll see. But nah, bro, you 100% correct. When this comes to that energy, like, bro, when we need to sign a quarterback, I wanted Cam on the Saints, bro. Like, I was cool with Taysom doing his role. I wanted Cam to possibly be the successor. But like you said, that energy, he brings that energy, that fun. You know what I'm saying? And that's a whole different dynamic. The Patriots aren't really used to that. Like, they have their own way, but that type of energy, you can't just, manufacture it. That's just natural. So yeah, I could see them going far. They still got that slot possibly right now. They fighting for the wild card. Like right now, both NFC and AFC, it's looking crazy. For those wild card spots, it's
Baltimore's
looking
not even in the
crazy.
playoffs right now.
Yeah. That's why it's looking nuts.
They dismantled the Cowboys, which nobody cares about. But
True.
I don't know, man. Baltimore, to me, I've never been a fan of the way they play ball. Lamar Jackson's my man's, but I don't know, man. I've never been sold on that offense. And the fact that Marquise Brown, I don't like the way they use him. Like, put the man inside, bro. Like, in Oklahoma, he was everywhere. He was getting 10 receptions a game.
Mm-hmm.
Why not? I know everything is based on the play action, but shit, bro.
No, I agree.
What about your man Alex Smith coming to town?
Shout out to Alex Smith. First off, just shout him out one time real quick. But wow, now that was a game that, don't get me wrong, I did pick the Steelers to win, but we both knew that defense is something real, and
Young,
that was a hell of a show.
Chase Young, bro.
Yeah,
He's a beast.
he is. He
As
really
advertised.
is. Yeah, he is. He is. Ron Rivera got them boys working.
Hey, man. Ron Rivera's a good coach, bro.
He is.
He was in Carolina. They shouldn't have even been in the playoffs all those years.
Yeah.
Those honestly not good enough.
Yeah, honestly, when he left the NFC South, don't get me wrong, I have nothing but respect for the guy. I was just like, hey, that makes it easy for us. Because that boy knows defense. And he had one of the greatest linebackers to play the game in his short time. So
that's first ballot, though. Luke Kuechly's going to be in the Hall of Fame first ballot, no problem.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Hopefully my man Patrick Willis get in there, too. Feel me?
Nah, Patrick Willis was the best linebacker in the game when he retired. He was over Kuechly, in my opinion.
That's a fact.
So, no, I mean, there's a lot of arguments. I was like, nah. Patrick Willis, what you talking about Willis, was the best linebacker in the game. He was an animal.
Fact, man. And he had the motivational speeches down pat.
Yeah.
Shouts out
y'all had the best tandem back then.
Oh, yeah, him and Navarre Bowman, of course. Man.
Oh, my God.
Ball players. Shouts out to the Bills, though. They spanked the 49ers, but I told you, man, the Buffalo Bills, to me, is the only team in the AFC that could beat Kansas City.
Think so? I
don't buy Pittsburgh because Pittsburgh's defense is getting decimated, and their passing game is just short, take a shot. Short, they can't run the ball. Pittsburgh cannot run the ball at all.
Nah.
Then who else we got in that AFC? Baltimore's not even in the playoffs right now. Indianapolis, I don't buy. Tennessee, it depends. Cleveland. They're looking good.
They are.
For now.
I'm still sticking by my guns, though. If Miami makes it, I think they're gonna be one of the most dangerous teams in it.
No,
that's how I feel. If they make it to the playoffs,
bro.
Huh?
They're not dynamic enough.
So they're still too young.
Yeah, they're not. They're not dynamic enough, bro. To be honest, the way they game plan, the way they do things, they might win a game, a divisional round, a wild card game, but.
Oh no, I definitely feel they're gonna upset somebody. But after that, they're probably gonna pack them up.
The AFC, the only upset would be like Kansas City losing. That's to me the only upset. Like if Pittsburgh loses, I'm not surprised. If Tennessee loses, I'm not surprised. If Oakland loses, I'm not surprised. Like all those teams, they like, Buffalo though. Buffalo's a problem, bro.
They are.
Josh Allen's in his bag, bro. He had that game versus Fernando was a phenomenal game. He played out his mind, bro. And Stephon Diggs getting crazy with those.
Yo, hold on. Let's shout out. Like, don't get me wrong. Diggs has been killing every game. But I want to shout out my man, Mr. Consistent, Cole Beasley, who has been wilding all season. Like, if whoever got him on fantasy, he give you money.
That's a fact.
Every week.
That's a big fact. That's a fact, man. That boy, he do his thing. And he's been consistent off the rip. Like, even since he was on the Cowboys, I don't know why they let him go.
You know what's crazy? He won a certain amount of money, And they was like, nah. And then it's like, I ain't gonna lie, when I first seen the contract, I was like, I mean, I don't know, Bees. Like, I mean, like, he's just a slot receiver, but he's been balling. He's definitely been worth it. Every single penny.
That's a fact, man. Week 14 got some nice matchups too, man.
Mhm.
That's some, well, shout out first of all before we go on. Tennessee, y'all dub, bro. How y'all get smacked like that? Yo, bro, it was 38-zip in the 38-7 in the first half.
Mhm.
Baker Mayfield looked like Joe Montana, bro. Tennessee they got run out their own gym.
Yeah, they definitely
I would
did.
love to see Baker Mayfield do that again, but I don't think they're moving like that with Kansas City.
Nah,
Like that's one of, and even if they play Tennessee again, I don't think that will happen like that.
yeah,
It's
that was
one of those games
crazy.
that, like, if it just happens sometimes in any sport where if a team comes out strong swinging, it seems like, oh shit, and then by the time they catch up, it's over.
Yeah, that's true.
So that's what I think really happened. But changing the page, what do you think about that Thursday night match of the Patriots and the Rams? The
Wait,
Rams favorite. Go
before
ahead.
we just turn that chapter, I shouted out Corey Graham. Son went 182 yards off 11 receptions and TD. That was one of my fantasy picks. That was my first pick at that. So I just gotta put that out there for the
What team
daily
is on?
fantasy
'Cause I've
folks.
been looking for him on fantasy. Now I don't see the man.
Mm.
What team he's on?
He's on the Titans.
Is he?
Yeah, I told you. You know what's crazy? AJ Brown didn't have a great game. He
He
was
didn't.
fumbling, and I was like, yo, I feel Tannehill's gonna spread the wealth. I didn't think AJ Brown was gonna have a bad game like that, but he was hitting them. 11 receptions for a buck 82.
All right, somebody in my roster gotta go for that, man. Somebody gotta go. I gotta find him because he's not even. I don't see him on no waiver wires or nothing. Whatever.
He might be on somebody's bench.
He probably is. All right, so Thursday night matchup, the Rams are favored by 5, and the over-under is 44.5. Given the fact that Belichick, last time he played them, they scored 7 points. I'm taking the Patriots for the points. I don't think the Patriots are going to win the game. They have a big possibility to win the game, but I don't think they're going to win the game. And I'm going to go with the under. I think it's going to be a dirty, nasty, scrappy game with a lot of punts and field position. And I think that special teams play is going to win the game for whoever team that wins. I think the Rams are going to win just because I think they're that good. But I'm hoping that the Patriots win because I want to see them make the playoffs and I want to see Cam do well.
Yeah, that would be nice. You know what I'm saying? That would be definitely nice. I have the same feeling. I just do feel I'm gonna take the over because that 45-point performance against the Chargers was amazing. I feel they're gonna be riding that momentum. The Rams, they're going against a defense that's not the same defense they played in the Super Bowl a couple years ago.
Right.
So, there's a lot of holes in that defense. So I'm gonna go with the over, and I got the Rams. But I got a close game, bro. I got a close game. I'm gonna say by 3, so not by 5.
Cool. We got that down packed there. So I mean, there's a couple. I wouldn't say super juicy matchups. Like the Chiefs and the Dolphins next week is a sneaky good game. The Cardinals and the Giants is a sneaky good game. The Vikings and the Buccaneers is a nice one. Well, there's a couple of things here. The Colts and the Raiders look alright. That Saints Eagles game just because Jalen Hurts is in there. And the Bills versus the Steelers, and the Bills are definitely going to beat the Steelers. There's no doubt in my mind about that one. Any last words for the viewing public?
We'll see y'all in a couple days. Get the results of this Rams-Pats game. We back on schedule. So hope y'all stay safe out here. It's getting cold. You might want to bundle up. You know what I'm saying? Keep the mask on. It's getting real out here. Stay safe, people.
Bang, bang, not the gang, bitch. Peace.